A lot of you are coming in because you saw our story on Instagram. It's me and my cousin Sabino.
We Cloroxed everything when we walked in. It's the first time in, how old are you, Rocco?
24 years.
It's the first time in 24 years that I saw you and I didn't hug you. I didn't give you a handshake.
I know, no daps, no nothing.
Nothing. It's real out here. I just want to read off some numbers. Right now,
before we get started,
right now the confirmed cases in the world. This website is worldometers.info. It's live numbers that talk about corona cases in countries, cities, whatever you want. So right now in 173 countries, we have 218,768 confirmed cases. There's 8,944 deaths. In Italy, there's 35,000 cases, 2,978 deaths. Just today, there was 475 deaths of this. In the U.S., it's going up and up every single day. Right now, we're at 9,261 and 150 deaths. Guys, it just hit here a couple of days ago. This is real. You guys need to stay home. You guys need to wash your hands. You guys need to go out only if you need food, only if you need medicine. It needs to be emergency only. You know, walking today, I see people running around, driving like animals. Too many people in the streets. Like, we need to take this more serious. Let's get our first guest in.
All right, so what we have tonight, we got a bunch of special guests, and kicking us off, I'll let you guys tell us who it is. So we're connecting with them right now. But guys, seriously, don't take it lightly. This is not a drill. And there he is.
What's up, guys? How are you tonight?
What's going on, Tommy?
What's going on? Thanks for going out there, guys, and making this public for everybody to hear.
It's scary, man. I heard you're in Delray Beach. How's it going over there?
Well, I'm down here in Delray Beach, and obviously it's beautiful weather, but it's a very depressing time down here because of everything that's going on in the world. And, you know, it's unbelievable that it has gotten this far. I mean, they're talking about starting tomorrow, the police on the beach, because the spring breakers are all on top of each other with blankets and whatnot, literally making no people allowed on the beach. The cigar lounge that I'm sitting in front of right now closed at 8 o'clock at night. No more patrons. Atlantic Avenue, which is a mini Miami, they're only doing takeout, and that's up until 9 o'clock at night. So they're literally closing down the area.
Florida is where New York was yesterday, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
So
absolutely.
You guys are like a day behind us. Tommy, be safe. It's crazy times, man. I know you're out there, and you're always pushing positive messages, and I appreciate that we could have connected on this and like show our concern together that, you know, everybody, not only Italian Americans, but anybody in the world, you know, a lot of people take this very lightly, and they're saying that, you know, they could beat it, you know, even though, you know, it's a night right now there's 100,018 cases that are active, and no, I'm sorry, there's 125,000 cases, and 94% of them are mild, and 6% of them are serious. But that's still 7,000 people that it's serious for. Now, when the numbers go up, it gets more serious, and there's no room in hospitals for people.
No, so, and statistics are showing that it doesn't matter, again, how old you are, how young you are, or what nationality or race you are. It's literally getting everybody. And if everybody out there just practices sanitizing their hands and limited exposure to people and limited exposure to going out, I know it's going to be very lonely. It's going to be very boring.
But Tommy, thank you so much for hopping on. Be safe out there.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Thank you so much, for real.
And God bless everybody that's out there. God bless you guys for doing this. And God bless everybody that's out there listening to this report right now. This is serious, guys and girls. And really, we got to get through this, and we're going to get through it together. And just sanitize yourself before being together.
Absolutely. Take care, Tommy.
Thank you, guys. Goodbye.
What's going on?
Peace, Vinny. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
Yo, man, I thought about you today because I had a meat delivery come in, and I'm like, I wonder what the keto Guidos are doing in a scenario like this. Are you eating carbs right now?
I'm actually not, and it's weird. I've kind of been preparing for this moment because I have a freezer full of meat because I usually get my meat shipped to me anyway, you know?
Because
And
I actually I reached out I reached out to you today, and I said, listen, if you need some chicken cutlets, like I got them frozen. So if we get to that point, I'll save a bag just for you. It's gonna say Vinny Guadagnino on it. But are you?
yeah, bro,
How
it's
are you
gonna be like you're
handling
gonna be
that?
like smuggling chicken cutlets in your fucking jacket.
I mean, bro, it's serious out here. Like, I I never like thought this could ever happen, but it's definitely here, and people need to be careful. Are you? How are you
Yeah.
maintaining like your workout routine and everything, being locked in for 10 minutes?
I mean, there's a lot of like
For
funny
the time
like
being,
me. What do you say?
for the time being that you're
Oh
self
yeah,
isolating, correct?
yeah. There's like a funny meme going around that like
Mhm.
people are calling it quarantining, but like I do this shit every day anyway. So like I kind of nothing really changed for me. Because I intermittent fast, so I don't really eat all day long anyway. So I actually posted on my Keto Guido page
Mhm.
everything I've been doing from morning till night, and my life is usually like that, but I've kind of become even more strict with it because I don't know, like number one, I'm not going to the grocery store as much, I'm not eating out as much.
Mhm.
Um, and also like just mentally, like this has put me in a place where it's kind of scaring me, so like it's forcing me to like have discipline, and
Mhm.
I'm like sticking
And
to a schedule, and I'm
for,
I'm having discipline.
for someone like yourself that you've literally been on MTV, you're a star. It's got to be extremely humbling that like everything you worked for now, like there's no money coming in. So how do you handle that? The fact that right now, everything's stopped. Like all business is at a complete halt. Like,
I
how
mean,
does that
look,
make you feel?
all I can say is I'm in a fortunate, blessed position to where
Mhm.
I can hold myself over for a period of time.
Mhm.
Um, I am losing money. If that makes anyone feel better, it probably doesn't because I do have savings. You know what I'm saying? But I am losing like money every day. The fucking stock market, like all that shit affects me as well. But
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
blessed, and I just hope that what I keep posting is I hope that I don't know if it's the government or who the fuck it is, like can figure out a way that we can economically get through this and people can feed their families while we have to do this.
Yeah, I know. And honestly, that's exactly what it is. Like, the people that are fortunate, God bless us. But people that aren't fortunate, like right now, it's like meal by meal. And what's scary for me is, the business I have is like to go, and we don't really have like an abundance of groceries like that. But people are still going meal to meal, and it's like really sad because I see it happening in front of me. And when it comes to that point where everything like shuts down, I don't know how like a majority of people are going to survive. Like it's going to be scary. Like I really see people going in panic mode. So like in these
Yeah.
next couple of days, I hope everybody like stocks up some food and they're ready and prepared to stay home for two
Well,
weeks, 3 weeks.
I saw something. I don't know if it's like encouraging or good news or not, but I I was like trying to order food and like I couldn't order. I'm on Staten Island and like I couldn't really even order the food because the places were so busy with takeout.
Mhm.
Obviously, it's not an ideal situation, but it actually made me feel like better that some businesses are able to, they couldn't take any more orders. They were so busy because people are staying home, So maybe if
Yeah.
there's a way that can happen, I know that every business can't do
Mhm.
that, obviously, but there are some opportunities there, but also like the way I look at it, like I look at shit on like a grand like scale, and you know, it's easier said than done, but I think that we have the capability as a society, if everybody just kind of like, let's just say everybody just went to the grocery store and got what they need, then the groceries would last for years, for a long time. But you know what I'm saying? And everyone would be fine. But the problem is nobody does that. Everyone's spending for themselves. So I don't know if we get to a point like that where, you know, if all of society did that, then we'd be chilling. There would always be shit stocked in the grocery store.
What's scary is I really wish people would like follow the same kind of thing I'm doing, but I'm not allowing customers in the store at all, whether it's 2 at a time, 5 at a time, 10 at a time. I'm just not letting anyone in at all. And I'm rolling the dice with having one person that just touches money, and everyone else around is handling food and putting in bags and passing it to the person. So there's like no cross contamination, you know? It's just, I hope like everybody that's in the food industry, like, is taking it very serious, and we're taking care
honestly,
of
I would order from you if I knew that the place was, you know, mindful of what was going on and nobody was sick, and you know, they were sanitizing and doing what you said, like taking precaution, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's exactly it. You know, I appreciate you jumping on the live, taking time out of your day. And everybody, if you don't follow Vinny yet, he's the most popular Italian American in the universe. So follow him.
Nah, I love your guys' page. I love you guys always post like positive shit, like Italian or not, especially during this time, how bad Italy's being hit, like the awareness and everything. Like, I just posted your video because, well, the video that you posted, because, you know, it's so important that they're 10 days ahead of us, and we literally can see into the future. So hopefully us seeing into the future and all these drastic measures that we're taking, even if we keep seeing the numbers go up, hopefully it's making a difference, you know?
Absolutely. Vin, Rock here. Before you go, I just, you know, every day that goes by, I notice all these stories that you put up. Clearly, it's something that's affecting you in your life and the care that you have for others. I just wanted to touch on like one last thing that you wanted to say to people, just like to make that message clear.
Well, basically, you know, like this put everything into perspective in our life. And I realized, and it took something like this to realize that we didn't have problems before this. And when I say that, I don't mean, obviously we've all had crazy problems, but you know, they were minuscule compared to what's happening now. And I don't give a fuck what my Instagram looks like, about my followers, about any of that. I have this platform, and I'm telling people to fucking do the right thing with the platform.
Yeah, man.
And then once everything goes back to normal, I'll go back to posting fucking pictures of myself. But I got 3.5 million followers there. I wish I had 300 million followers. And I wish people with 300 million followers were telling people to wash their hands, stay inside, social distance, and all that
honestly,
shit.
Honestly, salutes to you, because, you know, you're a stripper by trade.
I am. And I'm out of business.
And there's a lot of other girls out there that aren't strippers that are posting Throwback Thursdays. Like we need to spread positive messages. Like, you're not going to have that body most likely when this is all said and done. So like, let's push the real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, strip clubs are out of service right now. I'm unemployed. I'm about to start stripping on IG Live and fucking getting those tips. OnlyFans coming soon.
Put your Venmo. Pin your Venmo. And have
OnlyFans coming soon. You give me chicken
baby.
cutlets, I'll take you off my clothes.
Yo, Vinny, take care of yourself. Yo, if you need the chicken cutlets, I got them for you.
All right,
Stay
bro.
safe, man. Stay safe. Take
Thanks,
care,
guys.
brother.
Have a good one.
And I literally called this guy a week ago, and I told him in advance what was going on, what I projected, what I see happening in Italy. You know, we're running an Italian content page, so we're all day like looking up what's going on around us. So, you know, I just want him to share his experiences with you.
Yeah, and like I said, what we're literally trying to do is, like I said, it's not self-interest here. We're just trying to spread the message, and clearly you can see how big of a deal it is. I mean, take Vinny for example. He, like you said, 3 million followers. He wishes he had 300 million. We just need to keep spreading that positive message out there so people could be more aware of what's going on. Because some people are really taking it as a joke. And it's not a time for that. It's literally a time, stay home, do what you got to do at home, okay? It's like, there's no reason you should be going out. And if you're going out, then take precautions, proper precautions. So literally just got to be mindful of that. And just waiting for the next guest. Sabino's shooting them a message.
Yeah.
But guys.
He's in here. He's in here.
He's in?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. All right.
Yep.
All right. Oh, unable to join. All right, we're going to try again. Tell them to join back. Sorry, guys. We're waiting for them to load back into the live. I think they might have stopped looking at it. Just got to stay positive. I see a lot of people that are very worried. Guys, you just got to stay positive. Take proper precautions. Stay home. Wash your hands. Make sure you're always clean around the house. Sanitize. You know, it's like, you got to just take the proper precautions. I don't want to stress you guys out, but you got to just know what you're getting yourself into when you step outside of your house and what you could bring into another person's life who lives with you. So. Okay, here we go. I'm going to talk to him for a little bit. Let's see what happens. There he is. What's up, Sal?
I might be so stressed I might have to turn to stripping, Rocco. I don't know.
Look at you.
I don't know.
You gotta become Vinny Jr. I would pay to see that.
Yeah, right. Oh, boy. You might lose a few people.
What are you doing, Sal?
What are you guys doing? You hunkered down there in Brooklyn?
Yeah,
Staying
man.
out of the public?
Listen, we're self-isolating. Me and Sabino are about 5 feet away from each other, as you can see.
Peace.
So,
Yeah. Well, I took some extra precautions this week. Like I was talking to Sabino last week. I was in California, been working on a record, and everything just stopped. The world just stopped. Next 2-3 months, everything's put off. It's crazy stuff. And when I got home, I took an extra precaution. I stayed away from everyone for at least 24 hours after I came off the plane. And, who knows? My mother is one of those people who's immunocompromised. She has partial kidney failure. So, it's part of what you want to be aware of in a situation like this is who exactly is immunocompromised. What does that mean? Is people with diabetes, people with heart disease, people with kidney disease, older people, babies, little kids whose immune systems haven't even developed yet. So you want to be extra careful around people like that. It's scary times, but we gotta really take everyone's advice.
and staying home, not even to just be cautious of what's going on with the coronavirus and all that, but it's the fact that let's say we do go out and I sprain my ankle, right? Bad. It's bad. What are the odds that a hospital is going to take me and put me above priority versus somebody who actually needs that intensive care?
We were just talking about that before. The more people who are staying in their house and not out on the roads, the less car accidents there's going to be. The less car accidents there are, the less overwhelmed these hospitals are going to be. Our Governor Cuomo put a really good kind of like an algorithm together. That 17% of all the infected people who have coronavirus are going to be hospitalized. That's what the rate is now in countries like Italy, China, Korea, in Germany right now. And in Germany, Angela Merkel said that she predicts about 60% of her population to get the virus. That's the projections. Wow. So in New York, we have 18 million people. So if you take 60% of that, which is about 10,000, and then you take 17% of that, about 10,000, about 10 million, you take 17% of that's 1.7 million people. So if you have 1.7 million people who need hospital beds, we don't have 1.7 million hospital beds in the state of New York. So, you really got to be careful. Unfortunately, people are saying that hotline they set up to call and interview with somebody, you talk to somebody, and then they figure out, okay, Do you have the symptoms that are tied to coronavirus? Even that hotline is backed up for like hours. So you got to really just be careful. Just try not to get it. Wash your hands. Sanitize. If you do feel sick, wear a mask. Don't get anybody else sick. Just stay home.
It's a lot of rinse and repeat, but at the end of the day, it literally comes down to staying home. And now, Sal,
Yeah.
the reason that we wanted you here was because obviously we know that in your life you're doing a lot of shows, and obviously this affects you being able to do those shows. So how have you been like dealing with that?
I mean, thankfully, I have a savings. I'm prepared for something to happen. Like, God forbid I get hurt or something like that, and I can't work for a few months. I'm fortunate. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people who do need that income on a month-to-month basis,
Of course.
and are watching their savings accounts start to shrink, and they're trying to get squeeze those last few dollars. It's a tough time. The government is proposing that people who are out of work, people who can't get to work, people who are being laid off will get some sort of reparation. But
Like a little,
I mean,
a
I don't know.
severance
I
package.
don't know. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I'm good for the next 3 months. But if what they're saying is true, if they're projecting a 12 to 18 month shutdown, who knows? Who knows?
So
You know?
that's why it's so important for people. I hope this humbles a lot of people and shows them the importance of saving instead of splurging and buying stuff that impresses people that don't matter. Life is so precious, and if anything, I hope people going forward like really appreciate what they have, because it could all be gone in one day. And
Yeah.
here we are.
Here we are. We were just talking a week ago, Sabino. A week ago, I was in Los Angeles. I was talking to Sabino. I'm saying, maybe this doesn't seem so bad. Maybe we shouldn't panic. That was on like last Wednesday or Thursday. Then Friday, we spoke again. Oh, maybe it is kind of getting serious. I don't know. Maybe Sabino was supposed to have a trip out to California.
Yeah, we were supposed to film. Everybody that's watching, me and Sal have been, the Grown Up Italian team and Sal have been working on a digital series, and literally right now we had to put everything to a stop for
Everything.
our safety and our family safety. I'm not comfortable traveling anywhere and filming content, and quite frankly, we can't. Like, it's literally in survival mode,
And that's where we were at on Friday. We're a little uncomfortable traveling. We don't know what things are happening. By Monday morning, I called Sabino. I said, I'm out of here, because if they're gonna restrict travel, domestic travel, if they're gonna keep us quarantined, if they're gonna impose quarantine, curfews, which we see they're doing now more and more, I want to be home. I want to be back in New York with my family. I don't want to be over here. I packed up everything and shipped it home. So
Yeah, I was gonna
we'll
ask
see.
you, where were you when you first? What have you been doing in the past week? That's what I was gonna get into, but you basically answered that.
Yeah, I went from I'm recording a record to okay, one of my shows is canceled, but that's not a big deal. To everything is now put off because nobody wants to be in a room with people for more than a few hours, and everything's shutting down. I packed my entire apartment into my truck, put my truck on a transport Monday morning, and Monday afternoon I was on a plane. Which, by the way, if you have to fly anywhere, get ready for the most anxious experience of your life. I mean, I hurt myself
I don't
in
know
Florida.
what
I
you're
fractured
going
my
through.
ankle. So I had to wipe down the wheelchairs. I had to wipe down every surface I touched. When I handed the check-in agent my ID and my credit card to check in, when I received it back, I wiped it down again. I wiped down the airplane seat, and it was crazy. The most quiet you've ever heard in an airport. And we're talking about Los Angeles, a major city.
How long ago
Everything
was
was
this, guys?
quiet. The plane was quiet. What was that, Rocco?
How long ago? Not to cut you off. How
This
long
was
ago did
this
you
was
fly?
Monday. This was Monday. And now we're, it's Wednesday, and things are even different from there. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's times like this where you really gotta like appreciate what you have. Like we said, Sal, thank you so much for
Thank you
jumping
for
on.
having me.
I love you, man. I
Love you
tell
too,
all the
guys.
time,
Both you
you're
guys.
Take care.
And
Sal,
Mikel
you're the
too,
man.
whoever she is.
Listen, be careful singing in public because we're not in Italy.
Well, actually, I'm not going to be singing in public for the next few months. I have for the last 2 months done a live stream from a studio, a local studio on Long Island. So Sunday at 4 o'clock, it's me, it's my band. It's like a live show. It's great. You can make requests and all that stuff.
I've been to it and it's phenomenal.
Love you guys. Take care.
Oh, ciao, state buono, ciao.
Stato buono. Ciao.
All right, we got our next following guest in here.
All right.
And this is just how we're doing it tonight.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
What's up, Bello?
How you doing?
Over here, not too bad, man. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. Just quarantine and chilling.
Yeah, literally. So what's
What
it
are you
like
up
in
to?
Canada right now, dude?
I'm actually in LA right now, bro. I've lived in
LA?
LA from Canada, but talked to all my family back home. It's kind of the same thing, I feel like, everywhere. Everyone's, stocking up on groceries and kind of laying low. Got to do that social distancing stuff or stay away from everyone so you don't spread it, especially all the young people out there. Maybe asymptomatic and not know you have a virus and you'd be passing it to your mom or your dad or your grandparents. But my family's back in Canada, so I'm in LA. So I didn't go home because I don't want to, give anything to any of my.
I know. You just gotta just buckle down. Zach, the reason why I wanted to ask you to come on is because you have the Sugo Sunday segment, and you're always making these dishes. Is there any dishes you could recommend people to make that are simple and easy and more cost effective?
What I've been telling a lot of people is, if you're going to the grocery store, get bags of flour, get some eggs, and you can stretch that. You can make that into some pizza dough. You can turn it into pasta, of course. For all the Italians out there, all the good stuff. So as long as you get the flour, you can get maybe a little yeast, so you can make some great pizza dough. But stuff like that goes a long way. And watch them. I do a ton of cooking episodes online, so you can go back and watch a bunch of my recipes, and you can see I don't really use that many ingredients. I teach people how to make pasta from scratch.
Where can people find it that it's easy? We'll pin a comment.
Yeah. It's Zach Longo on YouTube. You can go right off my Instagram or just type in my name, ZAKLONGO, on YouTube, and all the episodes will pop up on my page.
Zach, I'm actually curious to how the situation is like in LA right now. How are the
honestly,
people?
LA is it's a ghost town. It's like nothing's open, so everyone just kind of staying home or maybe going over to their friend's house. So it's like a couple people here and there. So it's crazy. I was just driving down Sunset Boulevard right now, and I've never seen it like that in my life, bro. I lived here. I was driving down Sunset Boulevard and it was completely empty. I've never seen any of the streets in LA like this during rush hour, and I lived here for 10 years. So it's kind of scary, You just gotta stock up. Unfortunately, this is the beginning. I think that there's secretly 100,000 cases or more in LA alone, maybe, that they're not telling us about because they're not testing, right? So we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
That's literally what we were talking about before. We just don't know, and it's only going to keep going up at this rate. But are you alone right now, or?
Yeah, I am.
Put you on the spot. If you got a little side piece over there,
no, I might have one come over later. We'll see.
Do you spray her with Lysol when she comes in?
Oh yeah. She takes a Purell bath. I'm using Purell as lubricant for the condoms.
You shot it. You're a man, man.
Whatever gets the job done, man.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Quarantine and chill.
Yeah, exactly. What's going on with you guys?
Is there any shows you're watching right now that are helping you get through this, or any like funny content out there? What's keeping you?
What? I've been staying really busy with my podcast. I run a podcast with two of my good friends.
Oh yeah, that's right. Medium Rare.
Medium Rare podcast.
Shout out to your podcast.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. And we've been filming a ton of episodes because it's like me and two of my good friends that do it. So we're all out here quarantining and chilling. So we're like, fuck it, let's bang out a bunch of episodes so we give the people some content while everyone's at home.
Exactly. And hopefully one day when this is all settled, we could be on each other's podcasts. And
100%. I'm gonna come visit you boys, and if you guys ever come out here to LA, I got you.
we were supposed to come out. We were actually supposed to work with you and Sal between
Yeah.
March 27th and 31st because we're doing a digital series with him. But unfortunately, we can't come now. You know, but in the near future, when this gets better, we'll definitely be out there.
Yeah, 100%. I was talking to Sal too. We were supposed to do a cooking episode together, but obviously with all this shit happening, it didn't really work out.
I know. We were going to throw that in our thing, and you were going to throw it in yours. It was going to be great.
Yeah, it would have
We
been
got plans
dope.
for the future, man. You know, right now it's about surviving and making the best of the situation, but there will be better days ahead.
Yeah, 100%. Everyone just stay healthy, stay happy, and stay, away from people.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, stop the boring, Zach. Thanks for coming out, bro.
Of course, boys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Ciao.
Right, in LA right now. So as you can see, I mean, it doesn't really. We had 4 people, 4 different parts of America talking to you about how serious this is. I mean, you really can't say more than that. And as we get our next guest coming, let's see. All right. Oh, he declined me.
We got
Okay. Let me see over here.
Is there any questions in the meantime?
I'm waiting for the join, but he keeps curving that.
Who?
There he is. All right.
Yo,
Luca.
what's up?
What's up, kiddo?
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Oh, let me turn up the volume, bro. I'm on my iPad.
No problem, dude. So the reason that I brought you on is because a lot of people see it from, the young adult perspective. And Luca, you're a kid. I just want to see how, you're taking this whole coronavirus situation.
So as you know, I made a video on it before. I mean, honestly, all you guys have to do is just hand sanitizer everything. I mean, it's crazy over there in Italy, especially in our hometowns, Rocco, Sanza and Teggiano. You don't want that stuff spreading over there,
Yeah, but
It's crazy.
before we know it, it's slowly creeping in over
Exactly.
here.
And
Schools
you don't
are
even know
shut
if
down
you
in
have
New
it.
York. You've been home since what, Friday, right?
No, well, I mean Friday, yeah, but they close it on Sunday.
Yeah. So what have you been doing, Luke?
Chilling, basically. Really can't do anything, Been doing homework. Now all the teachers are making Google Classroom.
Yeah.
Do that.
Luca, let me ask you.
I was praying to stay home, but now that I look at it, bro,
How do you feel about Google Classroom?
trash.
Are you playing any good video games at least to kill time?
Yeah, a little bit.
What are you
I
doing?
try to get my mind off of that, though. I've been going outside and shooting some hoops.
That's the best thing to do, kid. I'm so glad to hear you say that.
Just get my mind off everything.
Yeah, clear your mind. You have the backyard to yourself, so you don't have to worry about
Yeah.
anything. But stop that court. You have the family with you, and
Yes,
you're in
sir.
good hands. So just stay healthy.
Yo, my dad
Relax.
today, one of his friends wanted to come over, and my mom, hey, state buono, ma non vieni in. You dumped
You're
him. It was
talking to
funny.
somebody from the inside to the
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah. Come on back, bro.
Dude, that's the precautions we need to take, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
I laugh at it, but it's actually something serious. You can't.
Yeah, man.
It's the little things like kissing your mother good morning on the cheek.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You got to cut that stuff out. You never know.
I told my nana I'll hug her after, but not now,
Yeah, exactly.
I love
Just in
that.
case I have it.
Luca, you have the right precautions. I'm glad your mind's in the right place.
Yeah. All right, well, anything else, or?
Thank you so much for coming on, Luca.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll smoke you in FIFA online soon.
Bro, I smoked you in Volta football, bro. Don't come on.
No,
Hey.
I smoked you.
All right, Luca. Take care, buddy.
See you later, bro. See you later.
Ciao. I realize now the comments are being a little more optimistic, and I like that because it starts with us. And I feel like lately, I know we've been going hard with the videos in Italy, especially. I feel like that's the only way to get that positive message out to everybody. So the reason that we're posting so much is because we always try and be positive as much as we can. We'll sprinkle in the little comedy sketches and skits. But the main point of growing up Italian is to just push that culture as much as we can. So it starts with us, and then we have that platform where we can show, you know, hundreds of thousands of people. And, you know, it's amazing because you get people like J-Lo reposting one of the videos, and, you know, you could impact so many more. You know, Italy served as a great example for all of us. Where we should look after Italy and see what they're doing and take that into play. And with that, we have our next guest coming on right here.
Hey, what's
Hello.
up? How are you?
Salud.
What's going on? You good?
Nothing. I'm having my wine right now. How are you?
Good. That's the mode we need people to be in. So it's funny. I saw you posted originally on your story saying how Italian Americans prepare for the coronavirus, and you have freezers and fridges and like backup of backups of fridges with food. How's it going so far? Did you guys run through everything yet, or?
It's good. We're literally eating pasta every night. My mom made pasta fazool tonight, so
There you go.
we're eating like champs. But that's really all you could do right now. I've been sitting in my house for 5 days straight. Today was like the first day I actually went out and was like, all right, but it was only to my cousins to see my godson. But other than that, I've been quarantining and sitting in.
No, that's the way you got to do it. Now, Marissa, this is Rocco, Sabino's cousin, but
Nice
what
to
I
meet
wanted
you.
to ask you is, when you first made that video, what was it, like a week ago? When you first made that video, were you actually like thinking, wow, this is serious? Or was it like, all right, let me just make this video. It's funny. You know what I mean?
At first, like, I like didn't really take this serious. Like, I was like, all right, whatever. But now, like, I'm taking this very serious. And at first, like, when my mom came home with all the food, like, every day I was like, what are you doing? This is ridiculous. You don't need all this. But everything around here is shutting down. I'm in Long Island, New York, and some supermarkets are closed down already, and a lot of other stores, and people are clearing everything out. And it's scary. It's really scary because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if it's going on for a few more weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months. They're saying until freaking August in the summer. That's wild.
So
Yeah, and I see it get into that if these scientists that are working really hard can't find a vaccine. Marissa, I had another question for you because I know you're in the beauty industry, and you know your means of making money is selling eyelashes. So like what do you want to say to like girls that are still going out there getting their nails done, getting their eyelashes done, getting their hair done? You know, can you
I personally wouldn't do it. I have clients. I work out of my house. I have a little studio. I do makeup and lashes. I am going to accommodate all my clients once this passes over. But as of right now, I'm not taking anybody. People are ordering lashes still, so I'm shipping them out. But I'm only really doing like one shipment each week. So, but even I think that's going to come to a standstill because I just feel like everything's gonna close down, and like I know we want to go get our nails and our eyebrows and hair, but like that could be put on hold. Like you don't need to do that right now.
go ahead, B.
Yeah, it's really scary, and honestly, like from this shop, it's just like in survival mode. We close the front doors, and people literally lining up for food. Like I never thought I'd see the day that this happens.
Yeah, no, neither have I. And like I just saw something before I came on here. It was on Instagram. Perez Hilton posted, and it was a CBS thing, the news, and it was all kids in Miami right now on spring break. And I'm like, I understand, like you've been waiting this long to go on your spring break and party, but just cancel it. Don't go. And they're all like, oh, we're not taking it serious. Like we waited for this. We paid for this. Like get your money back. They'll reimburse you, and don't like just wait to go do it. Like a lot of people aren't taking this serious, and they're saying we're overreacting and the media is blowing it up. But like for them to cancel the NBA and do all this crazy stuff and close arenas down, like this is serious. And I feel like a lot of people my age aren't taking it serious. And like we might not be as sick as like the elderly people, but like think about your parents, your grandparents, like you know, like you need to be like think about that.
Yeah, like you said, you know, these big organizations are shutting down. Schools are closing down. For that to happen, like you literally see that in movies. And
yeah, they just canceled my best friend's sister's graduation. She goes to Adelphi over here. Like graduations, proms, like everything's being canceled. So I don't know. It's wild. It's scary too.
You feel bad for the situation. Obviously, students graduating, that's a big deal when you graduate college. But,
Yeah.
you know, we got to just take proper precautions. And the last thing I wanted to ask you before you hopped off was, how do you, like, pass the time now? What do you do to just make sure that you're okay, your family's okay, and how do you spend that time?
Right now, I'm not leaving the house. I'm binge watching everything on Netflix, which is, it gets boring, and I get very stir crazy.
Right. And you got any good show recommendations?
I just finished Elite. Lock and Key is really good. There's a few other movies. I see Outbreak and Pandemic trending. I'm like, I'm not watching that. I'm going to get myself more crazy.
Everybody's catching up on these TV shows.
I watched it
now.
for like 10 minutes and I was like, I can't watch this.
Make TikToks. Make TikToks with your
Yeah, I
family.
know.
That's
I see you
what
on
I'm doing.
TikTok. I see you. Don't worry.
The dance moves.
That's how I'm trying to get through this right now.
Hold on. Sabino wants to show you his moves.
It's like,
Hey!
Just like that.
Marissa, you're bringing balance in these clubs to the house now.
I am. Listen, I'm a party animal. Like, I love going out. I haven't been to the city in like 3
No.
weeks. I refuse to go.
Not you.
I wouldn't even go last weekend. It was my best friend's birthday, Patricia's. We all know that. And I was like, Tori, you need to cancel your reservations. We're not going. We're bringing the party to my house. We'll have a quarantine birthday party. So that's what we did. And I mean, we all like, we're not like sharing stuff or anything, but I mean, everybody wash their hands when they come in my house. I mean, God forbid we could still get it because we're airborne too, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Everybody needs to keep
But
washing their
thank you
hands.
so much. Thank you so much for like putting your foot down and really like sticking with this. I saw you're supporting it, and we really appreciate it. You know, we'll talk soon.
All right, I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night, guys.
Good
All
night.
right, later.
Bye.
All right, we got another guest. This is something that we literally planned 20 minutes before we started.
Are you get there ready?
Yeah. Is Rocco in there?
Oh, there. Hold on, let me see. What about our guys?
Are they ready?
No. They said they were gonna come.
They're almost ready.
All right. We got a couple more guests and then we're wrapping up soon, but they're all first generation Italian that come from Salerno. You guys are fun to watch. Thank you, Barbara. Appreciate that. Look at this guy. Fucking Italian, Maron.
Who said that?
Okay. Rock the comic. Let's make it happen, my guy. I don't want to see no BS from the other night either, where you connect and then disconnect.
Does it work that way?
No, man, the meme.
Whoa, I had to steal my wife's phone to get on this thing.
I told you.
Bro, I have no idea. This thing did not want me to connect for nothing.
Play with that volume. There we go.
Yeah, see, like I have these stupid white headphones. What'd you guys do to me just to talk to you guys?
From one rock to another, baby.
What's going on, guys? How's the quarantining going?
It could be better, but we're coping. We're staying safe. We're staying healthy. Trying to keep our family safe. Trying to take the proper precautions. And I know you've been in quarantine for a couple of days now, right?
Yeah, I've been working from home, and it's hell with these 2 kids and my wife, and it's like the Royal Rumble 24/7.
Yo, Rocco. So I saw something on. I heard somebody talking about on the radio, like when you have 2 kids, a room becomes that much smaller. But can you tell me a little bit, like, how is it to just like all be in one area 24/7 with your wife and kids?
It's not even that my wife doesn't understand the concept that I'm working from home. My kids don't get it. So I'll be like sitting there and I'm trying to send an email and it's like body slam time and someone jumps off the couches on my back. I can't, it's just like I should have been quarantined at my mom's house. I would have been better off.
Yeah, but we can't even risk her, That's the people we got to be watching.
No, that's the thing. I get mad when people don't stay home. It's like, because I want to be able to leave this house as soon as possible, and I can't do that if people keep on going out. So if I got to sacrifice and get my ass kicked 24/7 by a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old all day, you guys can stay in the house and do me a favor so I can leave.
Yeah, did they get assigned some classwork yet or no?
Yeah, they did, but they get upset. then I tried to like play FIFA now to pass the time, and I'm getting shellacked 7-0 by all these people.
Stop
like,
playing with Inter, bro.
You gotta really start playing with them, man. That ain't it.
I'm
Inter's
too
definitely
loyal.
ain't it.
I'm too loyal over there. I'm playing with like the Conti's system and everything. And I'm getting shellacked left and right. It's doing like terrible things to my ego, and like my green screens in Brooklyn. And I wonder if it misses me as much as I miss my green screen. It's like it's because things got to end soon.
Yeah. You know what the main thing is, and I really can't keep stressing every time I talk to somebody, it's the fact that people got to stay home. I just saw that one of the people in the chat said that 40,000 Italians got ticketed yesterday because they were out illegally. Come on, guys.
Yeah, my cousin told me that everyone finds any reason to go for a walk. Like there was a picture I saw of a guy walking a toy dog down the street in Italy because he had to walk his dog. And it's like the people, but this thing is that we got screwed because this thing we can only get through it if we rely on society, and we're surrounded by morons.
Right. Listen, I mean, you gotta take it day by day. I'm gonna start corto. Make sure your family's safe. You keep doing what you gotta do.
Yep. You guys too.
You got any content ready to go, or?
I just posted a video a few hours ago.
Guys, you gotta really check out Rock the Comics page, man. He's a pisser.
All right, guys, stay safe. Don't touch your face.
Send my love to the family, bro.
Yes,
I will. You too. All right, guys.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Okay,
Right,
final guest.
We're taking one more, and that's it.
Last one right here. Final guest. Let's see, where are they? Respect.
Your
All right. Tell them do it again. Thanks to everybody who joined. Thank you. We got one final one. Just waiting for them to. My guy around the corner over here. All right.
Not anymore.
Are you moved?
What's
All right.
up, Seth?
Last but not least,
Boys.
there he is.
Who is it? Which one is it?
Yes.
Let me hear it laugh.
Yeah. I'll laugh naturally so you can. I know you'll know.
It's IFTV Mike, kid.
Oh, Mike, you
Sabino, come on, bro. I'm disappointed in you. You couldn't tell
Guy's
from
an
my
Napoli
laugh.
fan. He's an Inter fan. Tomorrow he's a Lazio.
I'm everything. So, guys, yeah, first off, I just want to say we're usually at the studio all the time. So I'm home. This is my hallway in my house over here. I'm not usually here, but I had to hop on. Because everyone's doing their part and want to help you guys out as well. You guys, a shout out for you guys first because you guys have been doing amazing. You guys are like the OG account. You guys always make us smile. Me and Mark always send each other posts and we always crack up and stuff. And I'm not even Italian. I'm Greek, but it relates so much. A lot of the memes and stuff.
Same to you guys. And the reason why it was so important to get you on is because I want you to tell everybody what you got going on and what you guys are doing.
Okay, yeah. So I'll even drop what we're gonna do over here. We didn't release it on IFTV. I'll say it over here for the people that know us on here. So I'll drop the big news over here too. Marco doesn't even know, so Marco's gonna be pissed that I said this, but whatever. Screw it. Marco's gonna be like,
you don't have to drop it then. Don't even worry about it.
I mean, he kind of. Okay, I'll give a hint. I'll give a big hint afterwards. But so basically,
the gist, you know.
Okay, yeah. So basically, we're doing a fundraiser for everyone. Obviously, everyone knows what's going on in Italy. They've been affected the most right outside of China with the coronavirus, unfortunately, and they had a lot of casualties and a lot of people affected. And it didn't affect just us; it affected everyone globally. So we felt like we had a responsibility to do something. Italy gives so much to us. They help us do what we do every day, not just us, you guys too, and everyone. And yeah, and we're like, me and Marco were saying how we could do something to help out. And we're like, the best way we know how, what to do to raise money is we'll make a dope a shirt, a cool design. We sell them. And we give 100% of the profit that we make. We're sending it to Red Cross Italia, and it's going straight to the hospitals over there. So we're not taking a penny out of this. This is literally, we're working overtime. We're going crazy and doing all this stuff just so so we can just do a little bit just to help out all the people and what's going on over there.
We need more people like you guys. What you guys do for the culture, what you guys do for the sport, you really keep it going. It's a shame that we can't watch any Serie A right now or any sport whatsoever. But
yo, truthfully, I'm just gonna butt in 1 second. I've been watching the 2006 games in like order.
Yeah.
I'm just like, when I have a little free time, I pull it up.
Yeah.
It's taking me back, you know, like that's all I can do right now. And like I'll Google, YouTube highlights and like of like Champions League games, and you know, soon I'm gonna start memorizing shit, you know.
Yeah, yo, we've been watching the past week. We've been watching the 2006 final the whole time. Marco had it in the background, and we're just watching what's going on with France, what happened in Germany. It's just amazing to see. I wasn't even into soccer, even 2004, 2006. I got into culture afterwards. I wasn't into the sport at all.
The Euros, right? Of course.
When Greece, I wasn't even into it back then either, which I hate myself for. But I got into it in like middle school and stuff. That's when I actually started. I gave it a chance, and I just fell in love with the sport. So it just goes to show that, like, you know, if you have like passion and do something like that, you can make anything happen. How you guys are doing amazing over there, growing up Italian, and we're doing the same thing over here at IFTV, and we just want to, you know, give something back. You know what I'm saying? That's the main objective.
The community.
Those are the flags.
Look at that, baby.
Awesome, bro. So, yeah, perfect spot.
That's the only decoration
Perfect
right
spot.
now.
We gotta fill that wall up. We got a few winter jerseys, right?
It just proves that the community always sticks together, no matter how near.
Dude, for real.
You guys
We've got
keep doing your thing. You know, stay safe, stay healthy, of course, first and foremost. And yo, thank you for all you do, man.
Be careful. Drop the door
of course.
post office. Wear gloves.
Oh yeah, dude. You have no idea. We take number one precautions with that stuff.
Packages in the post office. I wanted to fucking rip my face off. I was so nervous.
Dude, we literally don't even touch anything outside nowadays. We have our hands in our pockets or have gloves on, especially the post office when we handle the orders and stuff. So we make sure everything's on point with that. But
I appreciate you hopping on, bro. Say hi to Marco.
Yeah, of course. Of course, yeah. I'll tell him for sure. Guys, keep doing what you keep doing what you guys are doing. Keep it up. Awesome. Forza Italia. Ciao. Good night, guys.
All right. So, closing speech. First of all, I want to thank everybody who tuned into this live.
Everybody that actually jumped on the live and made this possible.
Yeah, special shout out to everybody. I feel like that was better than we could have asked for. Hope you guys were entertained the whole time.
Sunday this will be available on YouTube.
Yeah, we're going to throw this on YouTube. You guys could check it out. If you're coming at the very end of it, you missed a couple of important things. But overall, we just want you guys to stay safe, stay home, be careful, wash your hands, don't touch your face, be mindful of those around you, and keep your thoughts and prayers of those especially in need. Everyone around the world. It's not just to Italians, not just to people in America. This is everywhere around the world. All right? With that being said, buonanotte, state buon.
Peace, guys. Peace and love.